Okay, so let me get us back to something less goofy. I'm going to turn that LFO off. All right, and let's get back to this riff. I think I wanted a little more of that low end. So I think we screwed up our filter here a little bit. There we go. Okay, now I got it how I like it. Now, throughout the next several parts of this class, we're going to be programming different synths, and then I want to give you those patches so that you can start playing around with them. So, a word about saving and loading presets. If you click on this little triangle here, you have tons and tons and tons and tons of presets for every individual instrument. However, you can save your own patches. If you make something really cool, it will save with your session. So if I save and close this session and reopen it, this synth is going to pop right back up. But if I really like this synth that I made, this sound, I could save it and add it to my library of sounds. Here's how I would do that. So I click this little disk icon right here. And now under instrument presets, so user library, presets, instruments, it has called it analog ADV. Okay, .adv is Ableton device. I don't want to call it analog.adv. I want to call it massive bass synth. Give it a colorful and unique name. Cool, so now it's there. So now I can always grab it from there. And if I go into instruments, analog, it shows up here. These are things that I've made. They're not sorted in the presets. So it just shows up as an analog patch. Okay, so I can drag that on an empty spot and it's going to load up that specific sound. Cool? So I'm going to give you this file. This is a teeny tiny little file. You can download it. What you're going to do is just drag it into Live and load it once, and then it should stay in your presets just like this. You might have to, once you have it loaded here, you might have to save it like that again by hitting that little save icon. I don't want to do that. I'm going to control click and delete because I don't need it twice. So you may have to hit the save icon in order to save that file if you want to. But you should just be able to download it, drag it into your session, load it up once, and then it's there forever. If you don't see it in the list under Instruments Analog, hit the save on the file. Cool? Okay, let me give you this patch, and then we're going to talk about all the instruments a little bit before going into the details of how to use each and every one of them.